Did you know that 77% of professionals have experienced burnout at their current job? That's right, more than 3 out of 4 people are feeling the heat. But don't worry, I've got your back. So stick around and I'll show you how to keep your cool and crush it at work and life. Today we're diving into the world of burnout and how to kick it to the curb. Trust me, mastering the art of work-life balance isn't just a trendy buzzword. It's your secret weapon for long-term success and happiness. So let's get into it. Today I'll take you to how to avoid burnout. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our video updates. Plus, it helps us spread the Thrive Wise love to help more people thrive wisely. Now, let's begin. Alright, let's talk burnout. It's that sneaky monster that creeps up on you when you least expect it. You might be crushing your goals, but suddenly, you're feeling more drained than a smartphone at 1%. So, what does burnout look like? Picture this. You're constantly exhausted even after a full night's sleep. Your motivation, gone. Disappeared faster than free food in the office kitchen. You're irritable. Your productivity is tanking, and you'd rather binge watch cat videos than tackle your to-do list. But why does this happen? Well, it's a perfect storm of factors. First up, you've got the workaholic culture. You know, the one that glorifies hustling 24/7 and sleeping when you're dead. Then there's the blurring of work-life boundaries, especially with remote work. Suddenly, your bedroom is your office and your laptop is your new BFF. Add in unrealistic expectations, lack of control over your work, and a dash of inadequate support, and boom, you've got a recipe for burnout disaster. The worst part? Burnout doesn't just mess with your 9 to 5. It seeps into your personal life, affecting your relationships, health, and overall happiness. It's like a toxic ex that just won't leave you alone. With that out of the way, how about we dive into the most crucial steps for avoiding burnout? Without further ado, let's start. First up, we've got the art of boundary setting, your personal force field against the chaos of work life. Think of boundaries as the immune system of your work-life balance. Without them, you're vulnerable to every stress virus out there. You can start by taking a good hard look at your current boundaries. Are they as sturdy as the Great Wall of China, or more like a picket fence with missing slats? Common weak points include checking work emails during family time, taking work calls on weekends, or saying yes to every project that comes your way. Sound familiar? Well, don't worry, we've all been there. Now, let's talk about fortifying those boundaries. Communication is key here. You've got to clearly articulate your work hours to everyone. Colleagues, clients, and yes, even your boss. It's not about being difficult, it's about being professional and protecting your productivity. Here's a pro tip. Use technology to your advantage. Set up autoresponders for after-hour emails. Use app blockers to prevent you from accessing work apps outside of work hours, and let tech be the bad guy. If you're working from home, creating physical boundaries is crucial. Have a dedicated workspace. When you leave that space, you're leaving work behind. No more laptop in bed. Your brain needs to know when it's time to switch off. And while we're at it, let's talk about the power of no. It's not just about saying no to others, but also to yourself. That quote-unquote quick check of your work email at 9 p.m., that's you violating your own boundaries. Remember, setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's essential. Studies have shown that employees who set clear work-life boundaries experience less stress and higher job satisfaction. Your boundaries are your secret weapon against burnout. Now, let's move on to self-care, the ultimate burnout kryptonite. We need to reframe how we think about self-care. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the maintenance you do on your most important tool, yourself. You wouldn't drive a car for years without an oil change, would you? Sleep is a big part of this. It's not just rest, it's your body's repair and maintenance time. aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. Create a sleep sanctuary, dark, quiet, and cool. Invest in a good mattress and pillows. Your future well-rested self will thank you. Next up, nutrition. Your brain uses about 20% of your body's calories, so feed it well. Include food rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and complex carbohydrates. And hydrate like your productivity depends on it, because it kinda does. You can also exercise, which is practically like a miracle drug you can't buy from a pharmacy. Find something you enjoy. It doesn't have to be CrossFit or marathon running. You can dance, hike, swim, or even do vigorous house cleaning. Yes, that counts. The goal is to get moving and get those endorphins flowing. And don't forget about your mental health. Consider trying meditation or mindfulness practices. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a difference. It's like a gym workout for your brain. And lastly, engage in hobbies and passions that have nothing to do with your work. Whether it's painting, playing an instrument, gardening, or building model trains. Having interests outside of work gives your brain a chance to recharge and can boost productivity. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's survival. It's like putting your own oxygen mask before helping others. You can't pour from an empty cup. Now let's talk about the art of prioritization. Doing less to achieve more. In our hustle culture, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that being busy equals being productive. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. One tool that can help is the Eisenhower matrix. Imagine sorting your tasks based on urgency and importance. Some things are both urgent and important, so do these immediately. Others are important but not urgent. Schedule these. Then there's the urgent but not important tasks. Delegate these if possible. And finally, there are tasks that are neither urgent nor important. It's okay to eliminate these altogether. Another useful concept is the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. This suggests that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. The trick is to identify that crucial 20% and focus your energy there. Time blocking can be a game changer too, so try assigning specific time blocks for different types of tasks. Maybe 10 to 11 a.m. is for emails, and 1 to 3 p.m. is for deep work. This helps prevent constant context switching, which is a major productivity killer. And let's circle back to the power of no. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. So make sure you're saying yes to the right things. As Warren Buffett famously said, the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. Don't forget to regularly review and adjust your priorities too. Set aside time weekly to ask yourself, am I spending time on what truly matters? And adjust as needed. By mastering prioritization, you're not just managing your time, you're managing your energy. You're ensuring that your finite resources are directed to what truly matters, both in your work and personal life. To help you understand it better, let me tell you about Arianna Huffington, co-founder of the Huffington Post and founder of Thrive Global. In 2007, she experienced a wake-up call that would change her life, and potentially yours too. Picture this, Arianna, a successful businesswoman running from meeting to meeting, surviving on just a few hours of sleep. One day, she collapsed from exhaustion, hitting her head on her desk and breaking her cheekbone. Talk about a dramatic wake-up call. This incident forced Arianna to reassess her lifestyle. She realized she was the poster child for burnout. So what did she do? She implemented the very strategies we've been discussing. She prioritized sleep, setting strict boundaries between work and rest, and she incorporated meditation into her daily routine and even started paying attention to her overall well-being. The result? Not only did she recover from burnout, but she also founded Thrive Global, a company dedicated to ending the stress and burnout epidemic. She turned her personal crisis into a mission to help others avoid the same pitfall. Ariana's story shows us that even the most successful people among us aren't immune to burnout. But more importantly, it proves that with the right strategies, we can not only overcome burnout, but thrive in its aftermath. Remember, burnout is not a badge of honor. It's a warning sign. By setting boundaries, prioritizing self-care, and mastering the art of prioritization, you can avoid burnout and achieve sustainable success. Don't wait for your own wake-up call. Start implementing these strategies today. Also, what's your go-to strategy for avoiding burnout? Is it a quick meditation session, a power nap, or maybe a spontaneous dance party? Share your secret weapon against burnout in the comments below. And well, that's basically how to avoid burnout. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And hey, it seems that YouTube thinks that the next video can completely transform your financial situation. Watch it to find out whether they're correct. And please don't forget to click the subscribe button to see more videos on how to thrive wisely. Till next time.